Welcome back to Open Line tonight. We are talking about the crazy real estate market in Nashville right now and really the surrounding areas. I have Christy Wilson here helping us out, a realtor in the area. And Pat is on the line. Pat, we thank you for calling in tonight. Go ahead with your question.
Oh, hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Christy, I have a problem. I'm trying to get my title company to correct some documentation on my property. 10 years ago when I bought the house, this particular company brokered the loans, parceled them out. Mm-hmm. The company has no legal interest anymore, and also it's gone out of business. And my title company, I've been trying to get them to take that particular company off, and they have not done it yet, and I've been trying for about a year. Now, the title company's original owner died, and I guess he turned it over to whoever was left. But what can I do about that? I mean, is there a way for me to get some assistance? I mean, are they represented by the state or anything?
So what are you saying is on your title that you want to take off? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said there.
There is one lien that is no longer valid because
okay.
that company has gone out of business, and my mortgage is already with another company.
Okay, so someone didn't file a release in all probability at the courthouse releasing that lien from your deed. I would contact who have you been going to in the meantime? Just nobody, just waiting to figure out what to do?
I've just been researching to some things, but I haven't found any, I think I contacted the consumer protection or something for the state, and they couldn't help me. And they seem to say that title companies don't have any kind of oversight.
Well, they do, but this mortgage company should have released the lien. But if you go to sell the house, what they should do, they will sometimes do an override on the title if it's been hasn't been on there for a while. My brother's gonna kill me, but my brother's in the title business, and I'm gonna recommend that you call him.
Okay.
And he could probably at least direct you, put you in the right direction, Pat, to do that.
Okay, let me write something.
Yep.
Let me get an ink pen.
Okay, great.
I'm down. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. His phone number is 615-385-5944.
Okay.
His company is Nashville Title.
Nashville Title.
Yes.
What's his name?
His name is Hal, H-A-L, Wilson.
Wilson. Okay, great. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Pat,
good luck to you.
Good luck with that. Now that's getting results. Getting your brother involved right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't even tell him I was on the show tonight. Sorry, Al. Get ready. That's a great question.
That can be such a headache, though. I know when you're in the process of closing a home, the title insurance is a big deal.
Well, I tell you, when we came out of the bubble and went to the recession in that 07, 08, so it was 9 and 10, and people were selling who had bought in that time.
Yes.
These loans were bought, sold, all that happened, and there were so many situations like that where a lien didn't get released. And so the title companies did sort of have to go into overdrive and figure out how are we going to override these. And that's a total attorney question, legal question, title question, but at least putting them in touch with the right person, they can hopefully get some
Sometimes
headway.
that's 90% of the battle is getting to the right person that has the answer. So hopefully that helps out.
I hope so.
Yeah. Before we went to break, and by the way, if you have a question about real estate, the market we're in, or an experience you would like to share with others that you've had recently, go ahead and give us a call. But we were talking about this bubble that many fear that we're experiencing right now. How much higher do you think prices are going to go before they level off?
Gosh, that is $1 million question.
If you could predict that, right?
Let me get on my crystal ball. I'm going to Vegas. I think it's going to be different in different price points. The higher end price range, you're not going to see like that anymore. I still think there's more room on the lower end price range because things have gotten so expensive, but interest rates have let them buy more house. I mean, there's a lot of factors playing in. I think we'll continue to go up a little bit, or normally this year. I can't say a percentage for sure, but like I said, if we get to that 3 to 5%, and I think we'll definitely see that plus this year.
Okay, I want to ask you two questions here. I'm going to tell you both ahead of time. What do people want who are looking to buy a house? What are their wants? What's on that wish list? And then what should first-time home buyers really expect? And I'll tell you why I asked this question. I watch HGTV like an addict.
Oh, good.
And you see those first-time home buyers like, I want granite, and I want open, and I want a big backyard, and it's like this long list that's going to be a $500,000 home.
Right, right.
But their price tag is like, I can spend $150,000. So what are people wanting, and then what is realistic for a first-time home buyer?
Okay, well, first of all, I don't feel like realtors are salespeople at all. I feel like we're expectation managers, and we're always trying to help our clients manage their expectation on what they can and can't buy, or what they can or can't afford. I shouldn't say it like that. So we'll start with the first-time home buyer. To get ready, for sure, get pre-approved. The biggest mistake a home buyer can start looking at or doing is saying, I want this, this, and this. So they're looking at $500,000 homes, and maybe they qualify for $250,000, and so you're in for a huge letdown. Yeah. And that's so hard as the realtor, and for them to get out of that. Get pre-approved, then get with your realtor, and you just start looking at. It's funny. People do start with a really small list of things they want, or I mean, a really big, but in a small area. And then they start spreading it out a little bit, and they get a little bit more realistic about what their money can buy. Additionally, with there being so many multiple offers, that helps them understand the market too, and what they can buy and how quickly they have to move. So the best thing you can do is be with a great realtor who helps manage that expectation and is so knowledgeable in the market. Really, now is not the time to ever work with a part-time realtor. Never is a good time to work with a part-time realtor. You really need to work with someone who can be on top of things and making it happen for you, because it's so competitive.
My mom said the other day, my mom and my sister, just so y'all know at home, I told Christy, are both realtors and have been forever, and knock it out of the park in Louisville, Kentucky. But so I get to hear all their horror stories and all their success stories. But one thing my mom said the other weekend, she's like, the only thing good about the downturn was there was only 1,000 realtors in Louisville.
That's right.
Now there's like 5,000. She's like, it was the 1,000 that were really good at what they do.
That's right.
Because they stuck it out, and they had the knowledge, and they had the experience, and they had the clientele.
Well,
and now everybody's a realtor.
I know, it happens. It goes through, then you'll have your shakeout, and it'll all be what it is. She's exactly right.
But when you're looking for a realtor, what should you look for? How do you know you have found a good one that will meet your needs?
Right. I think the first thing is word of mouth referrals. If like you moved in here, you were lucky to have your mother be able to refer you to somebody here. But if someone moved to Nashville and doesn't know anybody, start thinking about areas that you like. Go to open houses, see who seems to be working that neighborhood. There's probably about 10 realtors for every one person in Nashville, so you can't go too far without meeting one. We're everywhere. Really start talking to people on who they used and the type of experience they had. It's so frustrating now, especially for that first-time home buyer, because of the multiple offer situation. And you very well may lose. We've had one buyer lose, I think, 7 in multiple offer situations.
Wow, so that's so disheartening.
It's so disheartening. It breaks our heart. And so you want a realtor who's, number one, very empathetic and can not only empathize with you, but also strategize with you how to write the right offer, how to navigate a multiple offer situation, and how to position you as that best offer. And there's ways you can do that. And so you do really need a somewhat experienced realtor right now to make that happen.
Also, I want to go back to that other question I was asking. What in general are people wanting today? And I guess I mainly ask this from a seller's point of view. What should they know that people are wanting?
Honestly, the majority of buyers want to move in and not do anything. And you will walk into a home with buyers, and they can't tell you what's wrong with the house. They're just like, I don't know, there's just something I don't like about it. And a lot of times it's like, well, because in the back of your mind you're thinking, the floors need to be redone, the carpet's dirty, the grout has mold in it. Have your home pristine. A buyer is typically moving from something that they're tired of. And the last thing they want to move it to is something that's tired. Because I just sold my car and bought a new car, and I bought a used car, and the guy was trying to tell me, oh, those scratches don't matter. I'm like, look, dude, my old car was feeling tired. I want something that feels new and peppy and happy, and that I don't have to worry about. So buyers are really looking where they can move in and start living their life. So that's the number one thing. If it's a fresh coat of paint, if it's cleaning up your yard, wash your windows, make sure you have appropriate wattage light bulbs. Don't let your house be dark. You want that house to be inviting, cheerful. I'm so sorry, I just spit.
I didn't even know what you said.
Sorry.
You gave yourself away.
And they just want to move in and feel like they're home.
Yeah.
Everyone is so busy. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're a full-time mom at home every day,
you're swamped.
You are swamped and crazy.
You don't have time to paint rooms.
Right.
No.
Right. So truly, it's have your house just as maintenance-free as possible.
Okay. On that note, we're going to take another quick break. We welcome your calls, questions, and experiences about real estate. So give us a holler. We'll be right back.